Hi everyone, good morning. It's 7 o'clock here on a Friday.
That's so nice to say.
So good. So glad it's Friday. It's been a long week, hasn't it?
It really has been.
But we are speeding through the month. Gosh, what is today? The 17th. My
Wow.
goodness.
Geez. Well, okay. All right. Meteorologist Thomas Patrick, you're telling us about the weather today, and you're also mentally preparing us for some cold weather that's taking place. I just can't get over it, Thomas.
Yeah, that is very much true. I think we're speeding through the month because if you've waited to buy your 50% off candy by now, because Valentine's Day was Tuesday, it's probably all gone because that's how quickly things have been moving along. But temperature-wise this morning, it's actually kind of mild, but it's only because of the cloud cover that's overhead. There's a little bit of light snow that's just kind of drifting between Coeur d'Alene and Mount Spokane and up towards Spirit Lake, Athol, Hayden areas. Rathdrum might also be seeing some very light snowfall at the moment. But this is not the main event that's on the way. This is mostly just mountain snow showers for today and the weekend. The bitterly cold temperatures, they arrive next week, and we'll have more on that in just a couple minutes.
A major traffic alert to let you know about this morning. Looking ahead to your weekend, I-90 is closing again as crews continue to remove the pedestrian bridge just west of Altamont. KREM 2's Nicole Hernandez live by that bridge right now. And Nicole, you've been covering this project for weeks now. Have they made any progress?
And Tim, definitely a lot of progress in the demolishing of this bridge here. On either side of the freeway, right behind me here, you can actually see a lot of the equipment that they've been using for this project. And if you've driven along this stretch of I-90 at all, you've definitely seen half of this bridge. The entire middle part is completely gone now. Crews did all of that work last weekend when they closed the freeway, and now they're closing it again to get the sides of the bridge demolished. Both directions of I-90 between Division and Freya will be closed tomorrow from 10 p.m. until Sunday at 9 a.m. Crews will start closing on-ramps and reducing lanes, though, starting at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. Washington State Department of Transportation made the closure time longer this time around, so crews had enough time to clean up all of the debris.
We will be close. There'll be some cleanup left that'll be happening likely next week. It'll also depend on how quickly the structure does come apart. If it does take a little bit longer, we could be looking at additional delays or closures in the coming weeks.
So here's a look at a detour map. Whether you're going east or west, getting off on Division or Freya, then heading to Sprague will be the best way to get around. As for walkers, now that the bridge is down, you do have to cross either under Altamont or head west and cross under I-90 near Liberty Park. This demolition is costing the state $600,000, and WashDOT says that's much cheaper than trying to replace the bridge as a whole. Initially, the plan was for WashDOT to replace this bridge as part of the north-south freeway construction, but after they did some investigating, they say that it wasn't structurally sound enough to make it that long. In Spokane, Nicole Hernandez, KREM 2 News.
President Biden says the U.S. has no indication 3 objects shot down last weekend are tied to China.
The objects are believed to be much smaller than the Chinese balloon. The military is still working to recover the debris from the 3 objects. Federal investigators are also still analyzing the wreckage recovered from the Chinese balloon that was shot down earlier this month.
The intelligence community's current assessment is that these 3 objects were most likely balloons tied to private companies, recreation or research institutions studying weather or conducting other scientific research.
Lawmakers, though, are still demanding answers as to why that balloon was not shot down sooner. 16 Republican governors, including Idaho Governor Brett Little, issued a statement saying, quote, "Too much time has passed and too little information is known." President Biden says he ordered his administration to set new rules on how to deal with aerial objects that are spotted in the future.
Happening today, Washington Governor Jay Inslee will be visiting Washington State University in Whitman County. He will meet with students, researchers, and officials to talk about clean energy issues. The governor is expected to meet with WSU's Center for Cannabis Policy, Research, and Outreach to learn more about their work on sustainable building materials from hemp plants. There will also be a Q&A session with students to discuss current legislative proposals to create more energy-efficient buildings across the state. The governor's visit starts just before 10:30 this morning.
It's just about 7:06 on this Friday morning. Let's take a look at your morning rush. More news in less time. The sexual assault unit with the Spokane County Sheriff's Office is searching for a person who reportedly acted inappropriately towards a barista. This all happened at a coffee shop in Spokane Valley. If you can help identify who this man is, call the sexual assault unit at the number there on your screen. Well, new footage shows a 30-minute-long car chase with Spokane County deputies. The driver is seen swerving through parking lots and into lanes of oncoming traffic. Thanks to the helicopter, deputies were able to find and arrest the driver. He's been charged with attempting to elude a police vehicle and reckless endangerment. A new bill in Idaho would make administering certain vaccines a crime. HB 154 would make it a misdemeanor for all medical professionals to give mRNA vaccines. Both the Moderna and Pfizer COVID vaccines are those mRNA vaccines. The bill still requires a vote in committee before it can move to the House floor. Well, EWU men's basketball is continuing their 16-game winning streak. Last night, they beat Northern Arizona 72-55. The Eags now have the longest winning streak in the nation right now. They next take on Northern Colorado tomorrow. Tip-off for that game is at 2 p.m. in Cheney. And fans at last night's Kraken game in Seattle got a surprise guest. This is new video of Macklemore filming a music video at the game against the Flyers, riding around a Zamboni on the rink. Macklemore, of course, is a Seattle native, and he's also an investor in the Kraken. His new album is set to be released on March 3rd, and that's a look at your morning rush.
And now, the Storm Tracker 2 Snow Report, sponsored by Platinum Mechanical.
Before we get to the big board, we'll show you live pictures over Schweitzer Mountain, which got 2 inches of fresh snow over the past 24 hours and a bit of light snow, at least visible from the camera, earlier this morning. It's the only ski resort reporting any new snow, but we are expecting more mountain snowfall throughout this weekend, especially this Sunday.